And we continue to closely monitor Helene. Still a tropical storm situated in the northwestern Caribbean, sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, but it will continue to strengthen and is forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane just off of Cancun early tomorrow morning, and then move into the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, undergo rapid intensification from a Category 1 to a Category 3 over just 12 hours. And it's at that time, Thursday afternoon, when it's going to be basically due west of southwest Florida, about 150 miles offshore. That's the center of circulation. But because it's such an expansive system and is expected at that time to be a major hurricane, we here, even 150 miles away, will still be dealing with tropical storm conditions. Now, before we talk about that, let's mention landfall still projected late Thursday evening there for the Big Bend. And our models have unfortunately been in good consensus, good alignment with that expectation, impacting Tallahassee and then later on even up toward Atlanta and North Georgia. So for us, yes, tropical storm conditions are likely now. That's why the National Hurricane Center upgraded our watches to warnings. DeSoto, Sarasota, Charlotte, Lee, Coastal Collier, they're all in red. And then farther inland, Glades, Hendry, inland Collier County under tropical storm watches tonight. Now, winds, they're going to be picking up. But before we talk about those winds outside, let's quickly take you outdoors right now. Check on things calm and quiet. Again, it's hard to believe this time tomorrow night we're going to be watching those winds pick up. We're going to be watching the seas really start to get a bit rough as conditions go downhill tomorrow night. But as we look ahead to tomorrow morning, we'll have some of those winds out of the southeast around 15 miles per hour. By 1 o'clock, winds again staying out of the southeast 20 to 25 miles per hour. Still breezy into the late afternoon, right around that 7 o'clock mark. And then after sunset, especially overnight, that's when the worst of those winds will start to move in. Tropical storm force winds expected to initialize right around 1 a.m. at our coastline. And then we're going to be dealing with those tropical storm conditions throughout the day on Thursday. So right here at 8 o'clock, strongest winds, of course, expected along the coast. Sanibel at this point expecting gusts in the mid-50s, mid-40s there for Naples. And then even farther inland, Moorhaven and Clewiston even expecting those gusts upwards of 36 miles per hour. And then really ramping up right here around 12 noon. This is around the time that the system's going to be at its closest point. Also around the time it's forecast to be a Category 3. So that's why we are expecting those stronger winds upwards of 50 miles per hour for many locations. And possibly on Sanibel, we could see some gusts in the upper 60s. So definitely dealing with those very breezy conditions. That's why I highly recommend securing any patio furniture, any trash cans, anything that can blow about, just to protect your property as well as your neighbors. And then heading through the evening, look at that, even at 5 o'clock, continuing to see those gusts in the 40s, 50s, and even low 60s there for Sanibel as well as Naples. By Friday morning, big improvements. At this point, that system will have fully pushed inland, will actually be affecting Georgia. And obviously, the farther away it is, the lower the impacts we'll be feeling. Still breezy at times for your Friday, but certainly not compared to the tropical storm conditions that we're going to be dealing with on Thursday. Now, storm surge alerts, those watches also upgraded to warnings at that 5 o'clock hour. So storm surge now expected 3 to 5 feet across the map. That has upgraded for coastal Collier County. So now from Marco through Naples, Bonita Beach, through coastal Lee, including Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, even up to Charlotte Harbor, even up to Inglewood, expecting that storm surge of 3 to 5 feet. So just a heads up there. We'll have the storm surge. We'll have the gusty winds. In terms of rainfall, we'll pick up around 4 to 6 inches along the coast, 2 to 4 inches inland. That, of course, could lead to some localized flooding, and an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. So for tomorrow, scattered showers and storms, breezy conditions with conditions going downhill tomorrow night, with those tropical storm conditions continuing through your Thursday, but improvements over the weekend.
Be storm ready with Fox 4. Download our free app.